a little bit, honestly, because Lip has already showcased that he's a fantastic Ashe player. So maybe it's something on the offense that they're going to be able to play. I mean, DM's amazing. DM's Widowmaker, one of the best in the league, so of course his Ashe is probably going to be something similar. I'm just surprised that they would make substitutions to play very similar comps.
So you can see some swaps being made from Sol here. They're still deciding what they want to be running exactly. And it's going to be coming down to what seems to be the MEI and the Ashe, but no Lucio to be rotating around. Lucio not necessarily too much, I'd say, on this first point of Blizzard World. Generally speaking, you can gain positioning and onto the points quite easily without the speed boost, and sometimes that actual damage boost from the Zen is going to be helping you out with the Discord Orb. But look at this wraparound. Shanghai going to start to put into effect the divide and conquer strategy, working around trying to smother the Seoul Dynasty. Smother went a little bit glossed through then, and Izayaki will fall. He'll be the first casualty. He goes down straight away, means a lack of healing now for the Shanghai Dragons. No more Immortality Field as well. And nice by Fleder to be able to get that fade away, but not before he trades his own life away. So Seoul have a foothold into this point, and it looks like they are just going to be really cracking this one open.
Well, are they? Because the Shanghai Dragons have come down to contest as well. This is getting very scrappy on the point. It looked for a moment like Stand 1 and Void were going to be able to clutch that, but Badosin has been shredding on the Zenyatta. He's been so good in their recent games. In this elimination setting, Badosin has leveled up and looked like one of the best Zens in Asia. Something that we've known for a long time to be true, but he doesn't showcase it in every game. And he just saves himself for these big tournament matches. It's something that we knew that was the case for the London Spitfire players in the past, for Prophet, Gesture, and Badosin, but really showcasing it here again. The Batiste and Zen setup as well, Brent, does so much damage to the Shanghai Dragons' shields that Shanghai have to kind of play scared here. They can't just face check.
Yeah, that's a lot of damage from the Dynamite though, but answering back almost immediately. Now they have no Immortality, that's Soul. With the no Immortality Field, they used it a little bit earlier on, the Gravitic Flux sends them up, but you'll find that they didn't actually find any targets. They get sent straight back down again, and Soul are the ones that are rolling this cart slowly straight into checkpoint B.
Badosin is winning this for his team, Brent. It's not an understatement. It's not an overstatement, sorry. Badosin is shredding. He's putting out way too much damage. Lee Jae-gon can't do anything. He's on the brick. He can't do shield damage. He can't apply pressure from long distance. And with Prophet firing icicles from the back, and then Fitz putting in pressure, Marvel shooting, Gesture shooting, Toby and Badosin, the shields are getting shredded from Shanghai, and there's just so much momentum here. 5 minutes and 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds. They still haven't got down into the 4 minutes and X seconds yet. And the Shanghai Dragons have not put up any sort of defense here on Blizzard World.
Well, the Ice Wall comes out. A whole pulls together Shanghai, though. Bob going to be sent straight in. The Gravitic Flux is going to catch onto a couple of members that actually caught Bob mid-run. So he's not going to be able to joke his way into the fight. Shanghai desperately hunting for a way to stabilize off the back of this. A shield placement coming out from Marvel just blocks the accretion from Void, taking this 1v1, and again Badosin spamming away from the back line. He has the damage boost with the Discord. He's very weak. He's gonna have to get healed here. But Fleder at 38 HP has to back away just to a degree. Now we start to see the amplification matrix of Toby come out. This is gonna peel a couple of the players away, and it doesn't matter. Shanghai have dropped so many players now, and again this card continues to gain momentum.
It just keeps on rolling. There's no stopping it. Badosin's built up another Transcendence again. And whoa, he picks Fleder from long range. Badosin is just having a field day. He can do whatever he wants from the back here. He's finally getting pressured. Lee Jae-gon, how did you get there? How did you get there, Lee Jae-gon?
Can anyone touch though? Okay, Stam 1's on the point. Gravitic Flux sends him up. And luckily Lee Jae-gon got that kill. That might... Oh no, they step away from the puck. Come on, man.
There was 2 players alive.
What are we witnessing?
2 players alive for the Seoul Dynasty. And Shanghai, I've never seen a time like that on Blizzard World.
Absolutely
I've never seen a time like that on Blizzard World. That's got to be some kind of record. I mean, I don't have the records to hand, so I can't double check. But I can't think of a time, at least within recent history, that even comes close to 3 minutes and 46 seconds of a completion on Blizzard World. That's bonkers.
Yep. And to finish it in that fashion as well. I thought that Lee Jae-gong had created the opening for his team. I thought that he had found it because Badosin had the Transcendence, right? And you remove that ultimate, you remove the Discord Orb. Suddenly, Seoul have lost their win condition, arguably, for the fight. But doesn't matter. Look at those ghost people, all slowly sliding across the ground.
Okay, yep, thanks, Brent.
So impressive. So, I mean, just an absolutely astounding performance from the Seoul Dynasty, and this is again, it feels like Seoul are the ones who are setting records now, when just a couple of weeks ago they were having records set against them.
Yeah, true. I mean, really though, I think it's a fundamental failure from the Shanghai Dragons composition. You cannot play double shield comps where you are spamming into double shield, like poke double shield compositions. You will always lose if you have Baptiste and Brig against Baptiste Zen. The Zen's Discord Orb, but also just the raw damage they output, is way too high. You just can't do that. And Shanghai on the attack here are again not running anything too far out of the out of center. They're still just running DM on the Ashe. I thought there would be some specific strat here, but instead we're just seeing DM run the Ashe and Izayaki on the Zen.
And it almost gives me flashbacks, you know, when we see these teams trying to be a little bit too clever with the composition, making too many unnecessary swaps. Profit, what a play! Despite the fact that Fleder got the pick onto Marvel, which should have been an end to this team fight, Profit is able to equalize it by getting a pick off where necessary. Profit once again stepping up to the plate.
I also do think that Shanghai Dragons have made the correct decision here to run the Zen Baptiste instead of the Brigitte. Lee Jae-gong got basically nothing done on Brig that entire time. And Fleder with a great first pick there onto Badosin. Actually replied. Fitz with a great shot. But DM's also tagging people up on the high ground. And this should start to go the way of Shanghai, I think.
A lot of pressure occurring, though. The Dynamite sent out. A little bit of a hip fire coming out as well. But it is all Seoul Dynasty. Once again, flooding up this kill feed on the defense. They are picking apart Shanghai Dragons and finding the weaknesses. Poking, prodding, searching for it. They found it.
Profit distracted DM so much in that fight so that they lost the majority of their damage and then went on to kill the backline, destroyed Izayaki and Lee Jae-gong. Profit is a freakish beast on the Tracer. He's absolutely wild. If you don't have a Tracer to check him and force him into taking the duel, he is going to demolish you.
Yeah, this is a guy who has had some of the most memorable Tracer moments in Overwatch's history.
Yep, think back to the 2018 Season 1 finals. I mean, Profit was magical there.
And here he is again, finding openings, finding pickoffs. Again, he's assisted by the Discord Orb and the Halt, but that's all he really needs. He needs just a little bit of help from his team, and he can just go absolutely sicko mode. Now, Bob was expended, but goes down immediately, and he finds another pick. Pretty much a solo kill onto stand one. 33 HP, but dodging, juking away. And this is just a disastrous scenario, worst case scenario for Shanghai Dragons. Now, admittedly, they have a lot of ultimates to work with now. This is going to be their time to shine. They should be coming into this next team fight with a win when you look at what they've got to work with.
This is very reminiscent of the match that we saw between Atlanta and Valiant, with Shax just tearing the Atlanta Reign to pieces. But that time, Atlanta don't really have a Tracer player at the same level as Shax. DM could play Tracer here, but instead he just gets the headshot, huge first pick, and they've got all the ults to be able to win this fight.
Yes, losing Profit is not ideal now for Seoul. He was the one who was causing the distractions, and that is going to be Shanghai's time to shine. Look at that, lay down the amplification matrix, the supercharger as well. A bit of a dangerous scenario here. Fleder has to use the duplicate, and he has to use it to try and stay alive, but luckily, he's a man of many talents. He even lays down the amplification matrix, so not bad, not bad.
I love watching people just panic pick a random hero and then scramble to get value on it.
I'll be honest though,
it's amazing.
It tests, I think, your cognition in the moment to, okay, what have I got to work with? Okay, I'm on this hero. All right, here's my tools. Here's how I win this engagement. You saw that from Fleder in a split second just then. He recognized, okay, I'm on the Baptiste. I got to use the immortality field. I got to heal myself. I got to play the angles.
Yeah. It just showcases amazing skill. Great Halt coming out from Gesture again. His Halts have been beautiful throughout this series so far.
But Prophet.
That's wild! How does he get that kill?
I don't know.
Discord orb onto DM and he just runs in and finishes him off with the melee. That's wild. This guy just produces magic over and over again on his Tracer pick. A signature hero from him. And now he's going to be looking to sync up a pulse bomb with a halt, I'm sure.
He can't keep getting away with this. He can't keep getting away with this! Someone stop him in his tracks, please! And while that was going on, the Seoul Dynasty are putting in immense pressure in this choke point. Void falling without the gravitic flux. Shanghai's chances of taking this team fight are over. And Prophet, please! These people are families!
It's that classic gesture Prophet synergy, the halt with the pulse bomb. It was so good against the Guangzhou Charge, and it's proving to be just as potent here against the Shanghai Dragons. And I just don't think that Echo Ash is the best way of being able to deal with this. Ash Torb is better. Being able to try and mirror the Tracer is better here. Fleta isn't getting enough value to justify sticking to these two heroes that both cannot deal with Prophet's Tracer.
Gravitic Flux in the back line. Does it even find anything? I'm not too sure, but Toby's going to be using that amplification matrix. But Osa now with a Transcendence to give his team the necessary healing. Doesn't have a Discord Orb target, so it's going to be a bit of wasted damage. Prophet dodging, juking, trying to stay alive while the rest of his team can clean up in the front line. And it is an even fight thus far, but not for much longer. Shanghai are the ones who seem to be coming out on top. And about time as well, with only a minute left on the clock. It's finally, seems like they're able to get a bit of progress going, but at what cost here, Josh? Because look at the timer.
Oh, just absurd. 41 seconds left. 39 seconds left. There really is not much time whatsoever here. And even if the Shanghai Dragons dominate for the whole of the rest of the map, they won't even have a remotely similar time back. Not even in the same realm. The Seoul Dynasty have already done all the work to put themselves in a prime position to go 2-0 up in this series. And the map's not even half done.
Whatever strategy that Shanghai had in place, it seems to have crumbled before their very eyes. And well, we're going to start to see the ultimates expended. Dynamite sent in. Fitz going to be laying in a bit of that damage. The Immortality Field needs to go down, but no one is paying attention to Fitz in the slightest. He has free reign. It's free real estate now on the flank here, but Prophet is the one who will be getting the kills as it stands. Opportunities for Fleta to try and clutch this one alongside DM though, because the headshots are flooding in for them. Fleta using that Transcendence, keeping his team alive still. A winnable fight for either side, but Fleta is still making it work. It doesn't matter what character, what hero he plays. The magic, the damage, it's all done. DM with Bob finally getting the openings that they needed. Finally closing out this fight. Shanghai Dragons just about capture up checkpoint B, but with only 1 minute and 17 seconds left, it's a rough ask for them to try and get that full completion.
It definitely is. Is Fleta going for some kind of record for most heroes clone? He goes for the clone onto Badosin, builds up a trance, and then kills Badosin as well in his clone form. Huge play by him. But Seoul Dynasty have got double support ultimates here. And as Shanghai Dragons try to get value out of their tank ultimates, Seoul are going to try and hold strong. And that is just nasty. Through the amp matrix, so much damage, and Void to Fleta fall.
It's not what you want to see. The Supercharger is one of the most impactful ultimates in the game. And to just see it go to waste like that, not a good sign for Shanghai Dragons. They don't have a lot of time now, Josh. They've got to try and find something to just open this up. Something! Again, this is just ridiculous. This is the Shanghai Dragons coming into this tournament. We had them as our finalists. Sure, we had them as potentially our winners, but none of us were really expecting them to be getting controlled like this by Seoul Dynasty.
No. Void gobbles up that pulse bomb, but it's one of the rare situations where Prophet hasn't just had his will exerted onto the match in raw form. If Void tries to engage with the Flux here, it's just going to get countered by the Trance. They actually forced the Trance a little earlier, but it's not going to matter.
DM gets a headshot onto Prophet. He removes him from the fight. This is a better scenario for Shanghai. They've got to be able to clean up some of these players on the off angles, though. Marvel. Oh, the yoink. Okay, the boot was coming out for Shanghai. A little bit scary then from that POV. I thought it was going to be moving into a different direction, but luckily Lee Jae Gong is there. Able to... Whoa, okay, Dynamite straight into your face. Shanghai Dragons, the overtime is burning, and they've been given a lifeline.
A lifeline that Marvel might try and rip away as well. He's nearing his gravitic flux. If he can catch people on the card, it would be just so gut-wrenchingly awful to lose this to a C9.
Oh, what happened?
They just didn't touch Brent!
What happened?
Bren, they just didn't touch.
No. One
of the worst C9s in history.
No. I'm not having this. I'm not having this.
They just didn't touch. I don't know what else to say.
Was it the gravitic flux?
Nope, it was not the gravitic flux. As far as I can tell, I was looking at the top of my screen. No gravitic flux was used. They just didn't touch the payload.
Okay.
Oh, this is bad for morale for the Shanghai Dragons. Coming into the half, getting destroyed on their map pick. Oh my word. If we could see a replay of that at any point, I mean, if anyone's out there that with access to the replay viewer, or if our observers can
Josh,
hear our wishes.
I mean, yeah, okay. I mean, I'm a little bit speechless at this. This is the grand finals of the Asia MEI Melee, remember, everybody. This is everything on the line, realistically. Pride, money, points for the entirety of this season. I just want to really set in stone the stakes here, because mistakes like that are not good whatsoever. But
they just didn't touch.
They didn't touch, Josh. They didn't touch. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, I believe there might be a replay.
A replay
here. This is Profit getting the kill at the end, and here we go. Switching to POVs. Hopefully,
Marvel doesn't use the grip.
They just walk away.
They're trying to deal with Profit. Four players turned around to look at Profit.
Okay,
he was miles away.
I don't know if that was being shown at that moment, but that was egregious. Flashbacks to Youngjin walking off the cart on Dorado. Okay, we got to go to a break. I'm molding out of my mind. We're going to go to a break. Don't go anywhere. When we come back, we're going to have a game break.